Shabba-dee-doo, I've got another puzzle for you.
Yellow M&Ms represent potassium. The orange Twizzler is a representation of the motor end plate. The sour straws on the motor end plate are the calcium-potassium channels. On either end of the motor end plate, we have a muscle represented by black red vines, which I guess are black vines. The blue M&Ms represent calcium. The apple represents our synaptic knob, and on the synaptic knob are synaptic vesicles, which are also yellow Twizzlers, and inside the synaptic vesicles are acetylcholine, represented by nerds, and covered in sugar. The nerds are covered in sugar, and that represents the acetylcholine receptor. The Twinkie represents the mitochondria. Here we have 3 separate muscle cells, muscle fibers. Together they make up a fascicle. Each individual marshmallow straw is a myofibril. The myofibril is then covered in purple Laffy Taffy, which is the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Around that is the sour straw, which represents the sarcomere. On the sarcomere are different bands. We have the A band, the I band, the Z disc, and the H band. The peach ring represents calsequestrin, and it is holding a snow cap, which is calcium. The bubble tape represents the sarcolemma, and you can see the little invaginations, which are the T-tubules, and those are in the sarcolemma. And all around the axon, we have calcium ions. This is acetylcholine, and in comes the acetylcholinesterase to smash and break down the acetylcholine.
All right, this is our sarcomere up close. We have our thin filaments and our thick filament. The thin filaments we have represented here by the green licorice is our actin. The blue is the tropomyosin, and the yellow is our myosin heads. And up here we have our calcium and our phosphate, which flow in. Calcium attaches onto the thin filament, and the phosphate activates the myosin heads. The high energy myosin heads leap into action and expose the actin site, causing cross bridges. Myosin cross bridges rotate toward the center of the sarcomere, slowly pulling the muscle together for a contraction. And it rotates to a low energy state. ADP breaks free, which is represented by our pixie dust. And the ATP molecule attaches to the myosin. The myosins break free from the thin filament and the muscle relaxes.